Good afternoon. Just your volume, sir. Welcome to our lesson for today. Just your volume. Just a minute. Good afternoon. Let me reduce my volume here. Good afternoon. Welcome to our lesson. Before we start our lesson, I just want to say these lessons are sponsored by Vastratech or VT Africa Holdings in conjunction with its subsidiary companies. So just for us to start our lesson, I would like you, if you have a laptop, if you have a tablet or a smartphone, I would like you to go to your web browser and please log into www.hellosmart.com. Maybe let me highlight that. Just go to www.hellosmart.com and you will then be able to participate in our assessments. Once you are there, make sure that you log in as a guest. That is very important. And then the system will ask you for a class ID, and I have supplied you with a class ID. So here is your class ID. 598751. So let me repeat again. If you have a laptop, if you have a tablet or a smartphone, please go to your web browser and log into www.hellosmart.com to take part in the assessment. Please make sure that you sign in as a guest, and then when you are asked to enter in your class ID, make sure that it's 598751, and then we will be good to go. So I will refer back to this as we go through our lesson. For now, let's go back to our lesson. Okay, just to check what we are going to be doing, here is our table of contents. We are looking at the study of settlement, the concept of a settlement, We are looking at site and situations. We are also going to look at rural and urban settlements. We are also going to be looking at the settlement classification according to size, complexity, pattern, and functions. Okay, so we will be covering this, and at the end, we will do our interactive formative assessment to measure your understanding on the things that we are actually doing. Okay, so here we go into our lesson. For the purposes of this demonstration, I'm just going to skip through the theoretical presentations of what we were supposed to be covering. Obviously, as for our teachers who will be joining us also, this is where you'll be going through the content. Please make sure that you annotate, you highlight key things, you underline, just to make sure that your learners are following. Okay. So let's go. My main interest is to showcase how we would do the assessment. Okay, maybe let me just quickly go to the assessment. So, for example, in this geography lesson, we have a little gamification activity which will engage learners. So we can go back to the previous page. to ensure that our learners are connected, log into www.hellosmart.com, sign up as a guest, and there is your class ID. Then we should be ready to do the activity. So I'm starting this activity. Okay, I am giving you time to log in. I've got one of my teachers in the room, so please just go to www.hellosmart.com and enter in. And I also have other learners who are connected virtually. Are we able to get to the activity? I'm just waiting to see how the learners will be joining in. So what activity are we doing? Here we are to sort these types of settlements. Maybe let me just take it to full screen that we can see properly. So what we are going to be doing is we are going to be sorting out these settlements from the first, which is probably the biggest settlement, and going down to the little settlement. Okay, so for example, if I take Metropolis, so it's refusing. I'm sure you then know that that's not the biggest one. But now, if I start putting the correct one, it will then allow. Followed by, let's see if that will be allowed. There we go. Then I'm sure it should be Metropolis. Then from there, we go into a city, a town, and it will go into, would that be the village now? Yes. And hamlet, and then lastly, your farmstead. Okay. Let me also give you an opportunity to do it on your devices. Maybe just for an experience from my in-house teacher. How is it going? Were you able to receive it?
It is going right.
Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. Okay. Now we have learned so much. Now I want you to try some questions now on your own. So those of us who don't, I'm going to share 2 pages on one screen. And the reason why I'm doing this is to make sure that learners who have got devices, you will be prompted on SmartLab, which you access through hellosmart.com, to say there is a new activity. So the question is right here. Why do I have this page here? For those learners who don't have devices, you can just be scribbling, get your answer on your notebook, and then we will revise together. So those who have got devices, like we did the previous activity, you will then be notified that there is a new activity on your device. So the question is right here. A dash is a place where a group of people settle and live together. So if you don't have a device, just write down the answer. If you have a device, you can answer on your device, whether the answer is A, B, C, or D, and then you just post it. I'll be able to view it. So I am giving you 5 minutes to do this question, and then we can move to the next question. Okay, I see. Let me just check on the progress. You are doing very well. I see 40% of my students are answering. Looks like many people are choosing a certain answer. I don't know why. Sometimes in academia, it doesn't mean majority is always right. Let's see how it goes. I'm going to use you just to measure the time that you take to answer. Were you able to answer the question?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Obviously, you're in a place where there's good connectivity. So let me just wait for some of my learners there who might be still using 2G, 3G. Here we're using what, 6G? Okay, that's good. All right. Let me check the progress. I think I have a good number of learners that have answered. So let's just show the results there. Just show the results. Okay, so for our question, those of my learners who didn't have any devices, I'm going to show you your answer. Your answer to the question was C. And those of us with devices, already we can see that you have your results on your mobile device. Okay, the correct answer was C. I can just catch, you know, a bit of analytics. I know that one of my learners chose a resort, where a place. So we need to go back to the definitions, learners. What is a resort? What is a community? What is a settlement? What is a house? So as a teacher, I can just quickly intervene there to make sure that everybody is following. Okay, we are doing very well, learners. I think we can take a little bit of a more difficult question as we progress with our lesson. Okay, so I'm going to go to number 2. Same scenario, learners. Okay, just a minute. Same scenario. Those of us who don't have devices, you look at this, and those of us who have got devices, you answer in the same way that we did with question 1. So I'm going to reset the activity so that you get a notification on your device that the new activity is ready. I'm sure it's fine now. Let me give you again 3 to 5 minutes to work out this particular question. So once I get a percentage of 60 to 70, then I know that most of my learners are there. Then I can quickly go through it so that we can cover more. An actual land on which a settlement is located in terms of the exact geographic position, you know, that's what we were covering in the lesson. I'm waiting. 40% of my learners are in, so I'm waiting for my learners. Those of us without devices, don't worry, you are still included in this particular lesson. You answer your question, write your answer down. We will revise as soon as our colleagues who are using, you know, the devices are able. So I'm just waiting. If I can just get 70%, I know that most of my learners are with me. Okay, let me just give you a minute. I know some of you want to scratch your heads to remember the answer. That's good. Okay, I think we are doing well. I think we are doing very well. I think some of my learners have finished. There we go. The answer to this question, as you can see, it's A for those of us who didn't have devices. For those of us with devices, you already get your answers and your feedback on your devices. Now, I can quickly look and see, in this case, 2 of my learners got it wrong. So if we come to the area or where the question is, an actual land on which a settlement is located in terms of the exact geographic position is called a what? A site. Now, a rural settlement is not oh, how do I explain that? Okay, not much into the content, but basically what I'm trying to say here is that the teacher can now, on the feedback that you're getting here, go to explain those different things. I've got so many things running in my head. So, okay, I think we are doing very well. Let's just check our time. Remember, our lesson is 45 minutes, but you are doing very well. Let's try another question. Yes, we have another question, which will be the last one in our lesson. The dash of a settlement is its position when compared to the location of other settlement and resources. I'm going to activate for our colleagues who have got devices so that they can also answer. So as we said, those without devices, you are answering right here, right on your scribble. After 3 to 5 minutes, we'll be revising the question, looking at the misconceptions, addressing them so that we know that what we are doing, we are covering and everybody is following. Okay, that's good. Let me check the progress of my learners in the online community. They are doing very well, very well. Today is a good day. 20% have answered. I'm waiting for them. You have this time. I don't want to hurry you. Take your time. I want you to be able to make sure that you are getting these things all right. So I'm watching my time. 3 to 5 minutes. We'll be stopping the activity so that we can go through it, look at the misconceptions, address them, and then move on. Okay. I think my learners are doing very well. Okay, so the correct answer to this one, the settlement, the position when compared to the location of other settlements is called a situation. So the correct answer is B. Then I come here, I see that the majority of my learners got it right on the online community. I don't know, those of you who don't have devices, I trust that you got it right, but I'm only able to have a sort of a feedback from those learners that are responding online. So there's a percentage of us learners who chose A. So now I'll go through the different definitions again in conclusion. So let's go back to, okay, let's exit the full screen. And let's go back to our definitions. Okay. Okay, just locating that page where we had the definitions. Okay. Okay. Here are the definitions that we were looking at. What is a situation? What is a site? A rural settlement, urban settlement. So thank you very much for being part of our lesson. We'll see you again according to the schedules that you received from your teachers. You can follow us on the DBE website and on various social media platforms where these lessons are being posted. Thank you.